The proud Kurdish flag flying over the ancient citadel of Erbil, a prosperous region that was spared the mayhem and carnage that followed the US occupation of Iraq. But as the invading boots prepare to withdraw, the leaders of this semi-autonomous region have fears.
Given the context of regional upheavals, the dangers facing Iraq these days remain grave. So without the American troops that we have counted on for so many years now, my worry is that the situation may destabilize and may be dangerous for Iraq and for the region.
For some Kurds, the prospect of a conflict is not far.
The presence of US forces here was the only reason that prevented clashes between the Peshmerga and Iraqi troops.
It's an early withdrawal. There are many unresolved issues. We need America to stay. We are surrounded by our enemies.
Among the most pressing of these unsolved issues are the disputed territories, areas that stretch to 3 provinces, including the oil-rich province of Kirkuk. All Kurds, Arabs and Turkmens say they have their rights. Not even an Iraqi constitutional article managed to end the dispute. Article 140 stipulates on the return of deported Kurds, hold a new census and a referendum over the future of Kirkuk. An entire US division is deployed in and around the disputed territory to keep security and act as a buffer between Iraqi army and Kurdish fighters. In his parliament office, Kemal Kirkuki points out the border of what he calls historic Kurdistan on an old Ottoman Empire map.
The land of Kirkuk is part of Kurdistan historically and geographically and for hundreds of years. There are some who don't want good for Iraq and don't recognize democracy.
On the ground behind the hills lie the elements for a conflict that awaits a little spark. Kurdish units like these are spread all over. There are more than 85,000 Peshmerga fighters scattered in the Kurdistan region of Iraq. Their main duty, they say, is to defend the borders of this region. But these fighters are also ready to fight if any conflict started over the disputed areas when US soldiers leave Iraq. A Kurdish watch post looking for any suspicious movement by Iraqi army units based nearby. Although the two sides publicly deny the threat of any future conflict, there is serious risk of a possible return to a bloody conflict. Omar Saleh, Al Jazeera, the Kurdish region of Iraq.